everyone, welcome to a video about, I don't even have a title yet. Basically, I just came out of a session with a client and there's some energy codes that want to run through me and just a topic I wanted to just share from what I just saw. Because God, in 75 minutes, they show me so much stuff and I'm like, I could have written a whole book. I just learn so much all the time in these sessions. It's a gift. It's amazing. But basically, they were showing me her energy field and all of these ways that the templates and the layering of her inner child who was alive at the time of consciousness on the planet, say the 70s or the 80s, the thoughts and the consciousness of the parents overlaying as a frequency encapsulation template over her thoughts, her self-esteem, the way that the dominant thought perceptions in America, in Australia, in the world, societally, socioeconomically, culturally, form and shape you. And then through those templates, you go on to primary school and you go into high school and you attract friendships and relationships and careers based on the framework that you took for yourself. Basically, the human limitation consciousness that we walk around with. And I feel so deeply in my soul that there's a part of me where I fully want to dissolve every type of limitation, every type of restriction, every type of just density that has ever been entrained to by others, by my family, by my society, by anything that doesn't really represent the truth of my soul. So they were showing her this activation and this process as I was looking at her energy body, calling in the higher fractals of her higher self, her oversoul, her true soul's light, her true inner self power. It always looks gold to me. And ushering that through as a power of dissolution, as a power of transmutation, as a frequency that instantly, and probably not instantly, because I want to be very honest with what I see. Sometimes you're allowed to instantly transmute things, and sometimes the intricate matrix web of lesson and sub-lesson and belief and emotion attached to our templates of our human consciousness take a bit more time to dissolve and work through and restructure. So it's really up to you whether, and I know that there are schools of thought, and I do agree with this, where you can say, I instantly step into the now and hold the frequency of everything that I am. That's just a really fucking big leap for some people. Some people just have a lot of conditioning to work through. So I just want to validate you wherever you're at. On one hand, you can fully step into the I am of my higher self, I am of my oversoul, I am of my gifts, my confidence, my creativity, my inner child. I am whole, I am embodied. And you might be at the part where you're like, I feel dense. And that's okay as well, because we're all on this path together, becoming and allowing and entraining and resonating, and literally everything is a frequency and an energy and a vibration. The stronger the frequency you entrain to throughout the day, and this is what her guides were saying, the stronger that you can hold the literal resonance, the frequency, the magnetism, the chamber of light of your power and your true self, and an expanded state of consciousness where all your thoughts are harmonized, where all your cells are oscillating with this light, where your state of being is empowered and deeply ingrained in your wholeness. Even if you can hold that for 5 minutes, they're showing me the knock-on effect of that to entrain the years worth of repression, the years worth of denial, the years worth of self-hatred, the years worth of lack of consciousness. It is such a powerful force, and it has a knock-on effect. I feel so passionate about it. I hope it's making sense what I'm saying. It typically does. it's just when they show me in the physical light of it all. So I'll run a mini activation and you can find the full version in the light language library, or the cosmic library, but holding the resonance of your complete soul signature frequency is a way to clear and dissolve and transmute the density of a lifetime's worth of gunk and basically entrainment to things that are inorganic to you. So I'm running actually a live. Oh yes. I'm running a live next week, Tuesday, Australia time. Yes. Called Releasing Human Limitation Consciousness. I'm actually so excited for that. That's a part of the Lightworks Activation 5, where we're going to go in and dissolve these layers of limitation consciousness from being the good girl, from appeasing others, from suffocating our needs as a child, for not being witnessed for our emotions, for not being held for our extraness or our bigness or our brightness. There are so many ways that, just look at the history of humanity, we have been diminished, distorted, and I'm fucking sick of it. I'm on a mission. I'm honestly sick of it, because the more time you spend in the higher realms and reading people's fields and listening to the guides, it almost becomes repetitive of like, you're powerful, you're light. And it's like, when are we going to allow ourselves to fully embody that and accept it and hold it and live from it? Because that's the space that I want to come to. I'm bored of feeling not good, right? It's just a boring. And yeah, that's a frequency I want to live through. So I want to open up the channel just for a hot minute, because the codes are there. You can join me live. You're invited. Information below to go deeper for a 75-minute activation. They're pretty intense at the moment. The powers be powering. So just closing down your eyes. Calling in all masters of light, calling in all higher selves of the ones tuning in to the mini and full activation. Kia manaru surare arara to shkunanani asaratoiti. Kaya shkumanani asatatai kushkuyana satatoiti. There is a frequency and a coding injection of optimism, expansion, kaya kusmaria tsai shkutaiki. Next level consciousness, kaya maria sorariaratoi shumaiki, that we offer to you as a gift to hold and put your flag in your now moment presence. As I am arriving, I am determining the destination and the frequency landscape of my current expression. So just opening up a channel of violet light. Calling on all masters of light. And I'm going to begin with just a very high frequency violet channel of light coming in through your crown. And this light is going to dissolve any lack or limitation that you can do it, that you do deserve it. There are subtle ways that we have created blocks for ourselves through judgment, through dismissal of our power, through diminishment of our light, through self-hatred and judgment, that hinders us from recognizing clearly the purity of our essence. So these codes are coming in now to dissolve that which we have crafted. Yamato suisararotoi kishkamai kishkiratai kishkurta kushko rotoriko And running this tornado of violet light from the top of your crown and the central channel of your body. Kayo sumariarato ushuradoye ismiarata ka kakakashkushkarakata kashkuratakotuko karakuto shkumarati sirata katuko katatu shkatakata 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 tishkatakata tishkatakata shkataka katashkataye kishkatataye kashkutatato shimaratati sirgatoye ratakarako rakakarako and I'm going to activate a self-cleansing mechanism. Kiamaya soya shumaria saratoye tieseta. Projecting one in the high heart, one in the mind, and one in the solar plexus. And these channels of light are going to spin and work for you in your day like a vacuous portal that cleans up the old. Ready, starting in the heart, activating this technology of light now. Asking all timelines of this life, all inner children, all timelines of all versions to be cleaned up into this light now. Resolving, dissolving, and returning to the purity of the self. Activating that cleaning mechanism in the crown. It is time to rise above against the thoughts that barrage and berate us. The secondary, the subliminal, the subconscious, the unconscious. Who is that helping? Not you. Releasing negative thoughts into this portal of light. Clearing all inherited thoughts. Freeing up data of the mind. Ianara susiradara toye shukumai shkatai kishkata kishkato tui sekatardo kishkaramarata sirakarakarakskorega. No matter what you've done, no matter who you've been, no matter what you've said, it was all an act. It was all a game. Kaya marata sirakatai ki. Don't hold on to the old costumes. Free yourself now. Tapping on your heart and saying, I free myself from the distortion and the pain of self-judgment of the past. Okay, and we're going to activate one of those cleaning mechanisms in the solar plexus. We love to shove things down in our identity that do not really represent us, right? The egoic structures that tell a different tale. So activating a golden sun of light, this spinning Merkaba, to just tidy up. Kuararo skumarata sirgatai kiekushkurro tototu ishkarrakata siertaiki. Consciousness now. We're going to replace and activate Nonasa Serato Shiratoye. Shirado Goroto Daria Sharato Dri, Sharato Dri, Sharato Dri, Sharato Dri, Sharato Dri, Shakamare Tisirta Kaya Kishkutati. Calling on now the full embodiment of your higher light. If I were unbound, unrestricted, unlimited, what is my ultimate core frequency of expression and expansion? Calling on a disc of golden light now over your crown. Kaya sanari anamatoye ishkamaiti. Calling on the full light. Confidence, power, high self-esteem, regard for self, connection to self, love for self. Karato mari arato shirato atataye. Kashkua kashini aratasragataye ki. And we're going to tether that through every vertebra of the spine, strengthening and stabilizing the nervous system now. Feeling your heart fill up with your soul's power now. Kiamako shuirata arete soye kishkinia kashkataye kishkataye kishkataye. Kashkataye kashkataye kishkataye kishkataye. Feel your body literally fill, animate the cells, activate the light. Kimara noi, kimara toa, kimayesh konoyeti, karato, karata, karati, kiarata toye, karato, sana maria shkuratai, kishkataye, shkoyishkanaye. Saying aloud in your mind, I am free to be myself. I am free to take up space. I am free to exude my light. And what a gift that is to the world. I honor my light. I respect myself. I reanimate my body now as I set into motion the fullness of my power. I'm just moving that all the way through your energetic field now. And spending the next few moments just bathing in an orb of the light of your fullness. Feel the feedback loop of your light preparing your cells, feeding your nervous system. Stabilizing you into your I am. And we're going to seal you up now in rainbow light all around your field, golden light. Tethering you into your cosmic power, royalty, light now. Okay. And returning to waking consciousness when you're ready, or bathing in that light. Closing down the channel. So, there's a mini activation. If you want to join me, come to the live, information's below, but I hope that you feel that there are so many options for you on your path. There's clearing and activating, and then there's holding the full resonance of your light and your power. And even though it feels like a big feat to dissolve human limitation consciousness, it just seems rewarding, and it seems like an innate thing. And it feels like in a few generations, kids are going to be like, what do you mean you judged yourself? Like, what do you mean you thought thoughts that went against the grain of your power? What do you mean you took a job that didn't serve you? You know what I mean? Like, I think that this will be decrescendoed out of society as we crescendo into the fullness of who we are. And that's ascension, right? So thanks for listening to my TED Talk on my thoughts. Sending you all my love, and I will see you again. Goodbye.